Stay away from people who ask for these 5 things, because sometimes what they want from you is not about love, respect, or genuine connection. It's about control, manipulation, and selfish gain. Life is too short to let the wrong people drain your energy and dim your light. Value your time and avoid people who waste it without giving anything meaningful in return. Time is the most precious resource you own. Unlike money, once it is spent, you cannot earn it back. Unlike possessions, once it is gone, you cannot replace it. Your time is your life in motion. It is the measure of your days, the sum of your energy, and the foundation of your future. That is why you must be deeply protective of it. Unfortunately, there are people who will ask for your time without ever respecting it. They may not always do this with bad intentions, but the effect is the same. They drain you, distract you, and leave you with nothing valuable in return. Think of the people who constantly want you to listen to their problems, but never listen to yours. You spend hours being their emotional support, yet when you are struggling, they are suddenly unavailable. They take your time and energy as if it is endless, but they never invest theirs in you. This is not friendship, this is one-sided consumption. If you allow such people unlimited access to your hours, you will find yourself empty, frustrated, and unappreciated. There are also those who misuse your time by making you a backup plan. They call you only when they are bored, when they need a favor, or when they have nothing better to do. Your time becomes their entertainment, not something they value. And here's the truth: if someone truly values you, they will respect the minutes and hours you share with them. They will not treat your presence as disposable, and they will not act as if your schedule exists only for their convenience. You must also beware of people who disguise their waste of your time as opportunities. They might say, "This won't take long," or "It's just a small favor," but before you know it, hours have passed. Sometimes they know exactly what they are doing. They see your kindness and exploit it. Other times they are careless, unable to see how much of your day they are stealing. Either way, the result is the same: you lose time that could have been invested in your goals, your growth, or the people who truly deserve you. Respecting your own time means setting boundaries. It means learning to say no without guilt. It means recognizing that not everyone who demands your attention deserves it. Protecting your time is not selfish, it is necessary, because when you give your hours away to people who waste them, you rob yourself of progress, peace, and purpose. But when you invest your time wisely, in your learning, your passions, your loved ones, you begin to build a life that is meaningful. The difference between successful, fulfilled people and those who feel stuck often comes down to time management and boundaries. Successful people are ruthless with their time. They know who drains them and who fuels them. They know what conversations are worth having and what distractions need to be cut off. They do not allow people to waste their hours because they understand every hour wasted is an opportunity lost forever. So, the next time someone repeatedly asks for your time but gives nothing valuable in return, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, does this person add to my life, or do they only take from it? If the answer is that they only drain you, then you know what you must do. You must step back. You must create distance, because your time is your life, and no one has the right to waste it. Stay away from people who treat your hours as worthless and surround yourself with those who honor them. The people who truly care for you will never waste your time. They will make it worthwhile. True loyalty must be mutual. Stay away from people who demand it but never show it. Loyalty is one of the strongest bonds between human beings. It is built on trust, respect, and consistency. When two people are loyal to each other, they create a foundation of safety, reliability, and strength. But loyalty becomes dangerous when it is demanded by someone who never offers it back. That is not loyalty, it is manipulation. We've all met people who expect you to stand by them no matter what. They want you to defend them when they are wrong, to sacrifice your needs for their comfort, to prove your faithfulness again and again. But when your moment of need arrives, they are nowhere to be found. They vanish when you are struggling, they go silent when you are being attacked, and they look away when you need a helping hand. These people are not loyal, they are opportunists. Loyalty should never be a one-way street. It is not meant to be demanded, it is meant to be earned. True loyalty grows naturally between people who genuinely care for each other's well-being. It is not forced by pressure or fear, but nurtured by love and respect. If someone only asks for your loyalty while showing no commitment to you, they are not looking for partnership. They are looking for a servant. Consider the relationships where one person says, "If you really care about me, you will always choose me over everyone else." At first, it might sound flattering, but in truth, it is a form of control. They are not asking for loyalty, they are demanding blind obedience. And if you give it, you lose yourself. Healthy loyalty does not force you to betray your values, your integrity, or your own needs. It supports you in being yourself, not in becoming a shadow of someone else. The most dangerous part about one-sided loyalty is that it drains your spirit. You keep giving and hoping that one day the other person will recognize your sacrifice. But instead, they grow more entitled. The more you give, the less they value it. Over time, you may begin to feel used, unappreciated, and invisible. That is the cost of staying loyal to people who are not loyal to you. True loyalty looks very different. It shows up in actions, not just words. A loyal friend or partner stands with you even when it's not convenient. They celebrate your successes without envy, and they support you through failures without judgment. They do not demand proof of your loyalty because they already trust you, and they prove their loyalty by being there when you need them most. You deserve relationships where loyalty flows both ways, where you know you can count on someone just as much as they can count on you, where sacrifice is not demanded but offered freely, and where commitment is built on trust, not control. Anything less than that is not loyalty, it is exploitation. So, if you find yourself surrounded by people who demand your loyalty but never offer theirs in return, it is time to step away. Stop giving your heart to those who do not value it. Stop proving yourself to those who have never proven anything to you. Protect your energy, protect your trust, and save your loyalty for those who truly deserve it. Because at the end of the day, loyalty is not about staying with someone no matter how they treat you. It is about standing with those who stand with you. Mutual loyalty is strength. One-sided loyalty is slavery. Know the difference, and never let anyone convince you to settle for less. Guard your secrets and don't trust those who only seek them to use against you. Secrets are not just pieces of information. They are fragments of your life, reflections of your experiences, and in many cases, keys to your vulnerabilities. When you open up to someone, you are offering them trust. You are giving them a part of your heart, something you may not share with the world. That's why you must be extremely careful about who you share your secrets with, because not everyone who asks for them is asking to protect you. Some are asking so they can hold them against you. There are people who will pressure you into opening up, pretending they only want to understand you better or be closer to you. At first, they may seem genuinely caring, but their intention is not connection. It is control. They know that information is power. If they can discover your weaknesses, your fears, your mistakes, or your struggles, they can use them as weapons. Think about how gossip spreads. Many times, the deepest secrets don't escape accidentally. They are leaked by the very people you trusted most. You told them something in confidence, believing your words were safe, only to find them repeated elsewhere. Suddenly, what you thought was private becomes public, and the pain is doubled, not only from the exposure, but also from the betrayal. This is why guarding your secrets is not about being cold or distant. It is about protecting yourself from unnecessary harm. Some people are masters of manipulation. They know how to make you feel guilty for not sharing. They may say things like, "If you really trust me, you would tell me everything," or "Why are you hiding things from me?" But remember, trust should never be forced. A person who demands all of your secrets is not looking for closeness. They are looking for leverage. A truly trustworthy person will never push you to reveal what you are not ready to share. They will respect your privacy and your boundaries. Your secrets are part of your identity, and revealing them should be a choice, not an obligation. It should happen only with people who have proven their loyalty, kindness, and discretion over time. The ones who truly care for you will guard your words as if they were their own. They will never use your past against you, never bring up your mistakes to shame you, and never expose your vulnerabilities to the world. On the other hand, people who constantly dig into your private life are showing you a red flag. They are not interested in supporting you, they are interested in collecting information. Maybe they want to gossip, maybe they want to control you, or maybe they want to keep your weaknesses in their pocket until a conflict arises. That's when you realize they never wanted your trust, they only wanted ammunition. Guarding your secrets is also about self-respect. It means recognizing that not everyone deserves full access to your heart. It means being wise enough to know when to speak and when to stay silent. Silence at times is your greatest protection. By holding certain things close, you preserve your dignity, your strength, and your peace. So, if someone is constantly asking for your secrets but has never proven themselves to be trustworthy, keep your guard up. Protect what is sacred. Share your truth only with those who have shown through their actions, not just their words, that they can be trusted. Because once your secrets fall into the wrong hands, you lose control over them. At the end of the day, it is better to be cautious than careless. Protect your privacy, protect your story, and remember this: your secrets are not for everyone to know. They are for the chosen few who truly love you, respect you, and will never use your past as a weapon against your future. Never let anyone silence your voice when speaking your truth is necessary. Your voice is one of your most powerful tools. It is not just sound, it is the expression of your identity, your values, your beliefs, and your experiences. Through your voice, you claim your place in the world. Yet, there will always be people who feel threatened by it. They will try to convince you to stay quiet, not because it is best for you, but because it benefits them. Silencing often comes in subtle ways. Someone may say, "Don't make a scene," when you want to defend yourself. Or they may whisper, "It's better if you don't talk about this," when the truth could expose their wrongdoings. At first, it may seem like they are giving advice to keep the peace, but if you look closely, you will see the real intention. They want to protect themselves, not you. They fear what will happen if your voice is heard, so they pressure you to bury it. But silence can be heavy. It carries the weight of unspoken words, unresolved pain, and suppressed truth. When you allow someone to silence you repeatedly, you begin to feel invisible. You carry resentment in your heart, frustration in your mind, and a quiet sorrow in your soul. Slowly, your confidence weakens. You start doubting whether your words matter at all. This is exactly why you must resist anyone who tries to silence you. Because the moment you give up your voice, you give up a piece of your power. Speaking your truth does not mean being rude or reckless. It means standing up for what is right, defending yourself when wrong, and expressing your thoughts and feelings with courage. It means refusing to shrink for the comfort of others. There will always be people who prefer your silence, but that is because your truth exposes something they don't want to face. Maybe it reveals their lies, their manipulation, or their wrongdoing. Or maybe it simply reminds them of a reality they want to ignore. The people who truly love and respect you will never ask you to silence your truth. Instead, they will encourage you to speak up. They will honor your perspective, even if it challenges theirs. They will recognize that your voice is part of who you are, and silencing it would mean erasing a part of you. These are the people you should keep close, the ones who help you grow stronger in your truth, not weaker in your silence. Of course, speaking up can be uncomfortable. It may bring conflict, it may make others angry, and it may even cause some people to leave your life. But here's the reality. If someone walks away simply because you expressed your truth, they were never meant to stay. Your voice will naturally filter out those who cannot handle honesty. And that is not a loss. It is history itself shows us the importance of refusing silence. Every great change, every act of justice, every movement that shifted the world began with voices that refused to be silenced. If those voices had stayed quiet, the world would still be in darkness. The same applies to your personal life. If you stay silent when you should speak, the unfairness, the lies, and the pain will continue. But if you speak up, you open the door for change, for healing, and for freedom. So never let anyone silence your voice. Use it to defend your dignity, to protect your dreams, and to tell your truth. The wrong people may fear your words, but the right people will be inspired by them. And always remember, your voice is your power. To give it up is to give others control over your life. To use it wisely is to reclaim your strength and shape your destiny. Protect your dreams from those who want you to shrink so they can feel bigger. Dreams are the fire inside you. They give direction to your life, inspire you to grow, and push you to reach beyond your current circumstances. But not everyone will celebrate your dreams. Some people will see your ambition as a threat, not because your dream harms them, but because it reminds them of what they are not doing with their own lives. To protect their ego, they will try to convince you to play small. These people often disguise their discouragement as concern. They might say, "That's too risky. Maybe you should lower your expectations," or "Not everyone is meant for big things, just be realistic." On the surface, their words may sound like care, but the truth is they are projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. They don't want you to aim high because if you succeed, it will highlight the fact that they settled. There is another type who tries to make your dreams seem foolish. They laugh at your ideas, mock your goals, or belittle your ambitions. Their goal is simple: to plant doubt in your mind. If they can weaken your belief in yourself, they can keep you on the same level as them. They don't want to see you rise because your rise will make them feel small. Here's the reality: your dreams are not supposed to make sense to everyone. They were planted in you for a reason. The vision you have for your life may look impossible to those who gave up on their own, but that doesn't mean it's impossible for you. Great achievements always begin with dreams that others laughed at. Every successful person has a story of being doubted, criticized, or underestimated. What separates them from the rest is that they refuse to let those voices kill their vision. Protecting your dreams requires strength and discipline. It means being selective about who you share your vision with. Not everyone deserves to know your plans because not everyone is capable of supporting them. Sometimes silence is your best shield. Build quietly, work in the background, and let your results speak louder than the discouragement of others. It also means surrounding yourself with people who fuel your ambition instead of draining it. Seek out those who celebrate your progress, encourage your goals, and remind you of your potential. These are the people who will not feel threatened by your growth because they are secure in their own path. They don't see your success as their failure. They see it as inspiration. Understand this: when people try to make your dreams smaller, it has nothing to do with your ability and everything to do with their mindset. Their limits are not your limits. Their fear is not your fear. Their lack of vision is not your problem. Do not carry their insecurity as if it belongs to you. Yes, chasing your dreams will make some people uncomfortable, but that's okay. Growth always separates you from those who want to stay the same. If your vision causes others to shrink away, let them. You don't need to drag anyone with you who is not willing to rise with you. At the end of the day, your dreams are yours for a reason. Protect them fiercely, nurture them daily, and never allow anyone to convince you that you are asking for too much. Small minds will always call big dreams unrealistic, but big dreamers know that nothing is impossible with persistence, faith, and action. So stay away from those who want you to shrink. Stand tall in your vision, because the people who truly care for you will never ask you to dim your light. They will want to see it shine even brighter. Surround yourself only with people who respect, support, and uplift your growth instead of draining it. The quality of your life is often shaped by the company you keep. People are like mirrors. Those you spend the most time with reflect back into your thoughts, habits, and even your dreams. If you surround yourself with those who constantly drain you, disrespect you, or pull you down, your growth will be stunted. But if you walk with people who encourage you, respect you, and celebrate your progress, you will find yourself reaching heights you never imagined. There are people who carry an energy that feels heavy. Every time you interact with them, you feel weaker, smaller, or more doubtful than before. They criticize instead of encourage, they complain instead of inspire, and they take instead of give. These are emotional drainers. Their presence steals your peace, and their words chip away at your confidence. Over time, they can make you believe that your goals are too ambitious, your voice is too loud, or your dreams are too unrealistic. If you are not careful, you begin to shrink yourself just to keep their company. On the other hand, there are people whose presence feels like light. They don't need to be perfect, but they add value to your life. They respect your boundaries, they celebrate your wins, and they challenge you to grow without making you feel small. When you spend time with them, you feel motivated, energized, and hopeful. These are the people you must choose deliberately because their energy will not only uplift you, but also push you toward becoming your best self. Supportive people are not those who agree with you blindly. True support means they will tell you the truth, even if it's uncomfortable, but they will do it with love. They correct you without humiliating you. They guide you without controlling you, and they remind you of your worth. when you forget it yourself. They are invested in your growth, not in your failure. Respect is another non-negotiable. A person who respects you will honor your time, your values, and your individuality. They won't demand blind loyalty. They won't pressure you into silence, and they won't treat your dreams as insignificant. Respect builds the foundation for trust and allows relationships to flourish in a healthy way. Without it, no connection, whether friendship, family, or love, can truly help you grow. The people around you also determine the pace of your growth. If your circle is filled with small thinkers, you will unconsciously adopt their limits. But if you surround yourself with visionaries, risk takers, and believers, you will start to think bigger yourself. Your environment either fuels your potential or suffocates it. That's why choosing your circle is not just a social decision, it is a life decision. Sometimes growth requires separation. You may have to distance yourself from people you once cared for deeply, not because you hate them, but because they no longer align with the person you are becoming. This can be painful, but it is necessary. Holding on to those who drain you only delays your progress. Letting go creates space for new, healthier, and more uplifting relationships. At the same time, you must also be the kind of person who uplifts others. Growth is not just about receiving support, but also about giving it. Be the friend who encourages, the partner who respects, and the person who celebrates others' success. The more you give this energy, the more it will return to you. In the end, your circle is your environment, and your environment shapes your destiny. Stay away from those who drain your spirit and surround yourself with those who make you rise. Because the right people won't just stand beside you, they will walk with you, lift you, and remind you of the greatness you carry within. And with such people around you, growth is not only possible, it becomes unstoppable.